Lafayette?
Yeah.
This is creepy.
Bird. That's a bird. I like that one.
No, I did not know.
No, I was not.
I don't really see that birds around.
Like, they've done that at my house and stuff like that.
I am aware of that.
You are?
Yes!
I was not. This is the first time I've actually seen.
So yes, I have witnessed it before.
Yeah. Because when I was little, I saw one do it at my grandma's house.
You've heard it happen? I've heard it happen. Really? Over by those windows up there.
I've seen a bird like fly into my window before when I lived in Raymer.
I mean, I just don't think it's my top priority right now.
Yeah, like if I saw a dead bird, or like if it wasn't dead, like if it showed like a sign of life or something, I guess I would like try to take care of it. I guess like put it in a shoebox or something.
Yeah, if I had known that it was such a problem, I think I would care about it.
I figured it was probably because of the windows, but my reaction was more like, oh, like
Yeah.
there's a dead bird on the sidewalk.
I really think about why they're dead, but think about it.
Yeah, but I didn't know for sure.
I never would have thought.
I honestly never. I agree. I never would have thought about the window.
I don't know. I thought they
just died?
They just died.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen that many right around Skillman, so I wasn't sure that. I feel like I would have been more suspicious if it was right in front of Skillman, but if I see him just like randomly on campus, I assume it's like natural causes.
Yes, no, I agree. I think they should.
To be honest, not really. Although I do have a bird on my shirt. We can try and do something about it. It's tough.
Yeah.
We have an award-winning library, but
In 2004, one of my
yeah. Really? Yeah. But I don't think that's worth the expense of dead birds.
Or there's like, if there's dead things around campus, it's something that definitely needs to be looked into.
Yeah.
All the issues going on right now, that's probably not like the top of my list to figure out the birds flying into the window.
It can be helpful, especially since this is, I don't know, I guess a bigger deal than anyone had thought it had been. So it could be something that would be useful for them and could help save a lot of birds in the future.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If it's low cost and it makes sense.
I mean, it's really unfortunate, but in the grand, I'm gonna sound like a total bitch.
No, I don't, but I know that we have a lot of different trees which like attract different types of birds, so I would only assume, but I don't think there's a lot on campus to like sort of like make people aware of everything that we have. No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. But then again, I'm not very aware of bird species in general. Like I would say, like I know flamingos and penguins, but like that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is just a bird.
Not
Unless you're a scarecrow. That's kind of like, not a scarecrow.
Not a
crow. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really think about it.
Not specifically. I know I've seen lots of different kinds, but
Not really. Not much of an ornithologist.
Nice word.
Squirrels are more prevalent than birds.
Yeah.
I don't really notice birds at all. There's a lot of squirrels though.
I've just been a very big bird guy.
I love birds, so I'll stop and check them out and look like a weird kid talking to squirrels. Okay.
And I love sparrows. So I think we should do everything we can to you know, keep them up and flying.
But yeah, actually I did see one over by the windows at Kirby at the gym.
Don't they clean all that stuff?
They do.
Oh, I actually have one.
I guess a handful, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like tons, but.
Your other buildings? No?
No. I mean, I saw these like here.
I don't really know what they could do just because it would require, I guess, tinted windows in the library, which I think is a huge project, and there's already so much construction going on that I just don't see them doing anything about it in the near future.
Frosting, especially since there's not really much of a cosmetic effect on the building itself, I think that would be great, you know. And it probably wouldn't be, I mean, I imagine it would cost a decent amount, but I don't know what.
It'd be relatively inexpensive.
Relatively expensive.
Yeah.
I think it'd be worth it.
They should probably do that, like it's for the birds, so they don't get killed. It's a good thing to do, but we should probably ask the college to do so. It's a good idea.
You gotta look at the cost and maybe how much birds actually die. I don't know how much birds actually die. If it's a lot, definitely.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, is there a particular window that like most birds
Well,
kill
mostly
themselves
the
with?
library, because the whole front of it is.
I know, but like, is there like a specific library window, or is it just all of it?
It's just all of the windows.
Okay. I don't know, really. I don't know what they would do. I feel like they'd listen. But I don't know what they would do.
I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, it's nice to have big windows. And I guess some people might be concerned that it might ruin the look, but I don't know. I personally don't care.
Bad. I think like something needs to be done.
It's definitely something that you should consider. I mean, it depends on like, it's sad to say like I personally love the way the library looks.
Yeah.
Like the library is one of the things that drew me to Lafayette. So I think if you presented the students with what it looked like and maybe present them with the problem, then people would be eye-open to it. But I haven't, for me personally, I have not seen that many dead birds, so I don't really know how pressing of an issue it actually is.
It's not.
People really like how the library looks as it is, and that sort of thing would kind of take away from it, especially when you're coming down the quad. The library already looks so nice that those might take away from it.
If it's become such a problem, then maybe they should start investigating whether or not it would benefit the community and help save them.
I think that would be ideal, but I know the college is really concerned about the way it presents itself. So I think that would be like a real argument that they would bring.
I think it's a low priority one because it's birds, not people.
I mean, I think if it could help with the situation, and I don't think it would be a terrible thing to change the outside of the library. Just because you change it doesn't mean it would look worse.
Yes.
Could actually end up looking better if you did it right.
We watched the birds. One day, a little nuthatch flew into our cabin through an open window, banged its silly head against the closed window opposite, and dropped to the floor. Edward Abbey.
Red-breasted nuthatches move quickly over trunks and branches, probing for food in crevices. Their flight is short and bouncy.
Birds behave as if clear and reflective planes are invisible to them. Daniel Clem, Jr.
Young hummingbirds start to fly 18 to 30 days after their birth.
Birds perceive your houseplants as a possible perch or refuge. Flap.org.
Before we can adorn our houses with beautiful objects, our lives must be stripped, and beautiful housekeeping and beautiful living be laid for a foundation. Now, a taste for the beautiful is most cultivated out of doors, where there is no house. Henry David Thoreau.
Approximately 1 billion birds die each year in the United States due to window collisions. Window collisions are a major cause of bird fatality in America today, according to Daniel Clem, a biologist at Muhlenberg College. We have done our project on the birds that hit some of the biggest windows on Lafayette's campus, those of Skillman Library. There are about 7 different types of birds that typically crash to their deaths because of the Skillman windows. Hummingbirds, warbles, nuthatches, cedar waxwings, sparrows, kingfishers, and kinglets.
Cedar waxwings are social birds that are most likely seen in flocks all year round. They sit in fruiting trees swallowing berries. Oftentimes they pluck the berries mid-air with a brief fluttering hover. They also course over water for insects and clumsily swallow the insects off the surface of the water.
Reasons why birds crash into windows.
They see the landscape and/or sky reflected in the glass and think there is more room to fly.
Bright lights often attract birds, such as the reflection of light off of glass.
Something on the inside of buildings may attract the birds, such as house plants, for perching.
When birds see their own reflection, they think it is another bird that they have to compete with.
Feeders are often near windows, so if a bird gets startled off a feeder, they often crash into the nearest window.
The introduction of our beautiful academic buildings has a direct negative effect on the wildlife of Lafayette's campus. We may not always notice the bodies of these small creatures, but that doesn't mean we should ignore this problem.
The bodies of the birds tend to go unnoticed because other predators take them away as food.
Birds, like any other species, are just as valuable to the world as we are. Without them, entire ecosystems can be damaged and thrown out of whack.
The murmur of the pine's green branches is in ears. She remembers how the white heron came flying through the golden air and how they watched the sea and the morning together. And Sylvia cannot speak. She cannot tell the heron's secret and give its life away. Sarah Jewett.
Solution to window collisions.
Tinting film, a relatively inexpensive way to decrease the amount of light bouncing off the glass to reflect the landscape that minimally changes the outside appearance of the windows and has virtually no effect on the way people in the library view the quad. There are also imaged window films that can display anything the school decides to display, like the window images on the buildings at zoos, for example.
Keeping the shades down or the blinds open makes the window more noticeable to birds who cannot perceive the clear glass barriers.
Moving bird feeders. One can even move them closer to limit the momentum of the birds, can build up before colliding with the window.
Ornolux glass or window alert decals. Birds can perceive ultraviolet light, unlike humans. Ornolux glass and window alert decals reflect ultraviolet light, which is a bright, iridescent glow to birds, but invisible to humans. This alerts the birds that what is up ahead is not more open space.
We can help prevent the bird fatality in front of Skillman Library. We can educate the Lafayette community and provide the methods for change.
We Homo sapiens have arrived and marked our territory well. Winners of the Darwinian lottery, bulge-headed paragons of organic evolution, industrious bipedal apes with opposable thumbs. We are chipping away the ivory-billed woodpeckers and other miracles around us. A conservation ethic is that which aims to pass on the future generations the best part of the non-human world. To know this world is to gain a proprietary attachment to it. To know it well is to love and respect it. E.O. Wilson.